All right, let's get real for a minute. Let's drop the pretense and dive into something that affects every single one of us, regardless of background or aspirations. Let's talk about money. It's a topic that's often avoided, shrouded in mystery, and sometimes even considered taboo. But why? It makes people nervous, but it shouldn't. Money is simply a tool, a resource that can be used for good or ill. It's how we understand and manage it that truly matters. Most folks think getting rich is a mystery, a complex puzzle that only a select few can solve. They see it as an unattainable dream, something reserved for others, or just for the lucky few. They believe it's all about being born into wealth, hitting the jackpot, or having some kind of unfair advantage. That's a lie. It's a misconception that holds so many people back from achieving their full potential. Wealth isn't magic or luck. It's not about pulling rabbits out of hats or relying on chance. It's a science. There's a method to the madness, a system that can be learned and applied by anyone willing to put in the effort. There are rules, principles that govern the accumulation and preservation of wealth. These aren't arbitrary guidelines, but rather fundamental truths. Steps, a series of actions that, when followed consistently, can lead to remarkable results, and anyone can learn them. It doesn't matter your background, your current circumstances, or your past mistakes. You don't need a fancy degree from an Ivy League school to understand these principles, or a rich family to get started. Wealth isn't inherited, it's created. All you need is curiosity and a willingness to try, to experiment, and to learn from your experiences. Think of yourself as a scientist, constantly observing, analyzing, and testing your hypotheses about money. And the world is your lab. Every interaction, every transaction, every financial decision is an opportunity to gather data and refine your understanding. Success isn't about gambling, taking reckless risks, or hoping for a lucky break. It's about being smart, making informed decisions, and understanding the underlying principles at play, asking questions, constantly seeking knowledge, and challenging assumptions. And learning from mistakes. Don't be afraid to fail. Embrace it as a valuable learning opportunity. Every mistake is just data, a piece of information that can help you adjust your strategy and improve your results. A lesson to get you closer to your goal. Each setback is a stepping stone on the path to success. This isn't just for adults who have already established their careers and accumulated wealth. Young people have the best advantage: time. The earlier you start, the more time you have to learn, grow, and compound your wealth. Start small, with whatever resources you have available. Start now. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity or the ideal circumstances. And learn the principles before life gets complicated, before you're burdened with responsibilities and obligations. Ignore the doubters, the naysayers, and the people who tell you it can't be done. Today, we're breaking down the science of getting rich, demystifying the process, and providing you with the tools you need to succeed. Step by step, so that you can understand each concept and apply it to your own life. You can start your journey to financial freedom right now, regardless of where you are or where you've been. So are you ready to take control of your financial future? Are you ready to unlock your potential and achieve your dreams? Let's get it. Let's dive in and start building the life you deserve. The experiment starts today. Your financial future is in your hands, and it's time to take action. Welcome to the lab. Let's get to work. When I say science, I'm not talking about some abstract concept locked away in a textbook. I'm talking about a practical, hands-on approach to understanding the world and achieving your goals. It's a way of thinking that anyone can adopt, regardless of their background or education. I don't mean lab coats and test tubes, although those can be fun too. What I'm really referring to is a systematic way of approaching problems and finding solutions. It's about breaking down complex challenges into smaller, manageable steps. I mean a method, a way of thinking, a process you can apply to any area of your life, from starting a business to improving your relationships. It's about being curious, observant, and willing to learn from your mistakes. Step 1. Observe. Pay close attention to the world around you. Watch what successful and unsuccessful people do. Notice their actions, their habits, and their decision-making processes. What sets them apart? What common threads do you see? What habits do they have? What choices do they make? Are they early risers? Do they prioritize learning? Do they surround themselves with positive influences? Every detail can offer valuable insights. Step 2. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to be inquisitive. Curiosity is your superpower. It's the engine that drives discovery and innovation. Never stop asking why and how. Don't just notice someone's success. Dig deeper. Ask how they got there. What challenges did they overcome? What strategies did they use? What lessons did they learn along the way? Why do some businesses thrive while others fail? What are the key factors that contribute to their success or downfall? Is it their marketing, their customer service, their product innovation, or something else entirely? Step 3. Experiment. Put your ideas into action. Take action, but start small. Don't try to build an empire overnight. Sell something online, even if it's just an old book or a handmade craft. Mow a lawn. Offer your services to a neighbor or friend. Read a finance book, even if it seems intimidating at first. Test your ideas. See what works and what doesn't. Step 4. Analyze. Review the results of your experiments. What worked? What strategies were effective? What didn't? What mistakes did you make? What can you improve? How can you refine your approach? Every experiment gives you data to adjust your approach. It's a continuous feedback loop that allows you to learn and grow. The cycle is simple. Observe, question, experiment, analyze. Repeat. Keep iterating, keep learning, and keep growing. That's the science of success. It's not about luck or talent. No magic, just method. A consistent, systematic approach to achieving your goals. Anyone can do it. It's accessible to everyone, regardless of their circumstances. The formula is yours to use. It's a powerful tool that can help you unlock your full potential. Start experimenting. Begin your journey today. All right, let's dive into something tangible, something classic, something that'll give you a real taste of the scientific method in action. We're talking about the quintessential entrepreneurial venture, the lemonade stand. It's more than just a summer pastime, it's a lab for learning. First, observe. Become a keen observer of your surroundings. Where are people congregating? Where's the foot traffic the heaviest? When are they most likely to be thirsty? Is it during the heat of the afternoon or after a morning jog? Who's your competition? Are there other vendors nearby? What are they offering and how can you stand out? Next, ask questions. Engage with potential customers, gather insights and understand their needs. How can I attract more customers to my stand? What would make them choose my lemonade over another option? Would people be willing to pay a premium for ice-cold lemonade on a scorching day? Or perhaps for a unique flavor? Form a hypothesis. Based on your observations and questions, formulate a testable prediction. For example, if I set up my lemonade stand at the park entrance at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, I predict I'll sell more lemonade than if I set up at 10 a.m. Now experiment. Put your hypothesis to the test. This is where the rubber meets the road. Start small. Buy enough lemons, sugar, and cups for just one pitcher of lemonade. Get creative and make a sign that grabs attention. Find your spot, set up shop, and get ready to serve. Carefully watch what happens. Observe customer behavior and interactions. Do people stop and browse? What catches their eye? Are they happy with your price point? Do they hesitate or do they readily pay? Afterward, analyze. Crunch the numbers and reflect on your experiment. Tally up your earnings. How much profit did you make after deducting your expenses? What aspects of your setup and strategy worked particularly well? What could you have done differently to improve your sales or customer satisfaction? Maybe next time, you could offer complimentary cookies to sweeten the deal. Or perhaps invest in a bigger pitcher to avoid running out during peak hours. Remember, the lemonade stand isn't just about making a quick buck. It's a valuable learning experience that extends far beyond the cash you collect. Each run teaches you valuable lessons about the importance of location, strategic pricing, and the art of providing excellent customer service. It's real-world science in action, a practical application of the scientific method. Every experiment, whether successful or not, makes you a little bit smarter, a little bit more resourceful. So keep testing your assumptions, keep refining your approach, keep improving your product and your service. That's how you grow, not just as an entrepreneur, but as a scientist and a problem solver. All this science means nothing if your mindset holds you back. The biggest dream killer, I can't. Replace it with how can I? I can't start a business becomes how can I start with what I have? That question turns a wall into a door. Your brain starts searching for solutions. How can I learn about investing? Watch videos, read, find a mentor. How can I get new skills? Take a free course, volunteer, ask for help. This mindset fuels your journey. When you hit a roadblock, don't quit. Ask, how can I do it differently? Every successful person asks this question. They don't accept impossible, they find a way. That's the mindset of a wealth scientist. Let's bring it home. Getting rich isn't a secret. It's a science anyone can learn. Observe, ask, experiment, analyze, and keep your mindset open. Start small, start today. You don't need a lot of money, just curiosity and courage. Wealth is built brick by brick, experiment by experiment. Don't let anyone tell you it's impossible. Here's your challenge. Pick one thing about money you're curious about. Try a small experiment this week. Track your spending, read a chapter, offer a service, write it down. That's your first assignment. Your journey starts now. The world is your lab. Go make it happen.